and shit, man, you know?
Yep. Well, yep. Like I said, man, just another day in life, man. A lot of stuff going on. Been an interesting day. Interesting day. A lot of things going on. Bull crap. Um, um, I'll just put it this way, Shaq. Shaq, so I hope you come on. Um, I'm not sure what's up though, but I mean, like a lot of things been going on. I know a lot of things been going on in the media. Ain't nobody talking about it. Frank, you in California, the homeless population is big, ain't they, anyway?
It's ridiculous. But see, a lot of people stealing money, though. I mean, not a lot of people.
Yep.
See, the government and the government out here, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers out here, they just allocating the money. They taking it, man. They ain't giving it to the homeless. They had, I
Well, let
remember I
me.
reported on my show last week about them they had like 100 some tiny homes or something for the homeless. And the motherfuckers is empty still.
Well, look, I'm about to play that video for you because I saw some one or two home people today, but I don't really see them at home people like I did in Richmond. But look at this. This is the WF agenda now. We get into that WF we're economic forum. You know, the who the other day and all that stuff that went down. So let me play this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Housing is one of the most basic necessities, and its availability or lack thereof is a very important indicator of where the economy stands and how effective economic and public policies have been and are currently. With that being said, I would like to draw your attention today to the most recent data that shows the growing number, absolutely surging number of individuals right here in the United States who are experiencing homelessness. And in addition to that, the housing affordability continues to decline. We are experiencing a housing crisis. This is a very concerning trend. Homelessness contributes to surging crime, to an increase in trafficking, including human and drug trafficking, and many other horrible things. And when these scenarios correlate, you have to ask what's actually going on. Why is this happening? How was it allowed to happen? Of course, we know that the recipe to this is an easy one. Make it very expensive to build homes and don't create affordable housing. Increase demand for housing by allowing more people into your country, while also printing tons of cash to cause uncontrollable inflation. But first, let's take a look at the numbers. Housing affordability in the United States, whether it is renting or buying, has been at a record low level. According to St. Louis Federal Reserve, the U.S. National Home Price Index has been rising and is at an all-time high. Here, the Fed's data is through February of this year, 2024, but since then, home prices have risen due to seasonality. The median home price in the United States gained 7% year over year, and now it stands at $433,500, while mortgage rates averaged slightly above 7% for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage in mid-May. Aspiring homeowners in the United States are now facing the lowest home buying affordability since mid-80s, since 1985. This is truly shocking. The median household now requires more than 40% of its income to cover either rent or mortgage payments. As you can see here, housing costs peaked in the previous 2 years and only slightly came down since. Fewer and fewer people are able to buy a home. A house now costs nearly 8 times annual income. And this is why renting is more affordable than owning in all of America's 50 biggest metro areas. The cost of buying a home remains high due to mortgage rates and home prices staying elevated. Now, let's chat about the reasons behind this. There are so many angles to take here, political and economic. I would like to highlight several key reasons for purposes of this video to keep it short. The list of these reasons is by no means fully exhaustive since there are so many different factors at play. But first of all, the rise in homelessness and the drop in housing affordability is related to the devaluation of the dollar. Your money cannot buy the same amount of goods and services anymore. In other words, salaries have not really kept up with inflation, and you have to stretch every single dollar that you have further and further. The second reason we need to discuss is investors buying properties at record rates to rent them out. The idea is that homeownership, historically the core of prosperity in the United States, that American dream that everybody has always talked about, that will be soon a thing of the past.
Every product is a service waiting to happen. If you think about it, I mean, your cell phone, why do you want to own your cell phone? How many of you own your cell phones? How many knows if the company owns it? It's actually not a lot. I mean, you want the function, you want the service, right? Why do you want to own a cell phone if you can just lease it? And if you lease, why shouldn't you lease your refrigerator or your washing machine or your dishwasher? Or why do you want to own it? I mean, it's not like the plastic in the middle is like, I own a broke dishwasher. I mean, wow. No, why don't you want to go into a business model where the company owns it? You know what happens when the company owns it? Actually, they can bring down the prices because they don't have to buy new metal and new plastic. They design a much better product. It lasts a lot longer if they have to pick it up when it breaks. They might even send somebody to fix it. And in the end, they will do a better product and you will get a lower price. It's much cheaper to lease a washing machine if you get the business model right, because you don't have to own all of this. So this change from product to service is pushing a lot of this, of the circular economy, because the second the business owns the products, they start designing them in a way where everything can be taken out and reused. And then you get the incentives rights.
Homeownership guaranteed financial stability for the middle class, but with the slow disappearance of the latter, of the middle class, the number of those who can afford to rent because they can no longer afford to buy will continue to increase. And this will lead to an overall decline in the standards of living. Investors are buying up single-family homes and renting them out as long-term rentals as well as Airbnb properties. Investors are now buying 1 out of 4 affordable single-family homes in America. This continues to drive up rents and turns starter homes completely out of reach. The share of
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive income investment,
single-family homes purchased by investors has been, for the most part, steady, around 17% or so, 17 to 20, I would say. But what's worth noting here is that in 2024, there's been a substantial increase among smaller investors, those who own between 10 to 99 properties. By the way, historically, in the United States, rent prices have not really kept up well with income levels, in addition to supply, of course, not meeting demand. And this illustration is just an excellent way to visualize it. Now, the number of homeless individuals have been rising. This is not just the result of the housing crisis, but a result of open borders too. And we should probably talk about this more in general as a society. You don't really hear many conversations about this, but this should be on top of our priority list. The number of American homeless individuals decreased in 2016. It was at the lowest level, and it has been increasing since then at a rate that has exceeded total population growth. I will repeat that. The number of individuals who are experiencing homelessness, as you can see here, has been increasing at a rate that has exceeded total population growth in the United States. So very, very alarming trend. Very little is being done to address it, both on the state and federal levels. Very little, if anything at all, I would say. Let me know if you think otherwise. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I hope that it was informative. I hope that you learned something new from this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. I would love to have you back for my next one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you here tomorrow. Bye for now.
All right, man. What do you think about that, Frank?
We was talking about that. We was talking about that a couple months back, huh? About then people like BlackRock, people like what's the dude's name? Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? They get to buying properties and stuff like that, and just sell them for Airbnb. Meaning to make it to the point where people just most people in America just rent and not own it. You see what I'm saying? And that's when the smart cities and everything comes into play. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? I was taking my nephew home today, and my nephew kind of lives out like in the suburbs or whatever. Like not maybe not in the suburbs, right? Like in I would say kind of like going towards Petersburg, Virginia, but a little bit out there in whatever area called Chester.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're coming down the road called Iron Bridge Road in Richmond, I said, well, damn, I ain't know they're making this new development here. And they make another one. And then they make another one called, I think, Austin Woods. That's made. So they're making a whole lot of these apartments / townhomes. One of them they go by a group called Stanley Martin. Is in Virginia Center Commons. And it tells you the price of the homes that they selling for is from the 400s.
Oh.
And they had one in the DMV down there years ago. They closed the DMV and built a bunch of townhouses back there. You got to think about it. Who the hell is living in all these goddamn houses, man?
No, expensive as they are.
Yeah, these houses are $400,000 homes, man.
Interesting.
And apartments, you think about it. If your rent is $2,000 a month, most apartments say you got to pay three times down.
Right.
So that's $6,000, man.
And see, the thing is,
for a security deposit.
And you notice none of these politicians, none of these presidential candidates or whatever you want to call them, none of them are talking about none of this. See, a lot of them get money from these companies. They get money from these corporations and these big property management companies and all. They get money from them. Trust me on that. Ask Nancy Pelosi. Ask people like Gavin Newsom. Remember I remember Black Truth broke that down. I had that on my show too. They'll never ever you see what I'm saying? Those two right there take money, big donations and stuff like that from these management companies. Trust me on that. That's why
you see that, Frank?
They never mention it. They'll never mention
Frank,
it.
Frank, the other day I mentioned I just mentioned the WEF, right? So now I'm coming to the WHO. You know the WHO? Global pandemic treated to be concluded by 2025, WHO says. Talks aim to reach a global agreement on how to fight better pandemics will be concluded by 2025 or earlier possible. The World Health Organization said on Saturday. The WHO's 194 member states have been negotiating for 2 years on an agreement that could increase collaboration for and during pandemics after the knowledge failures. The UN agency had initially aimed for agreement this week, but talks have been extended amid deep divisions between rich and poor countries on issues like vaccine sharing and preparedness. Countries did, however, reach a parallel deal to update existing legally binding health rules known as the International Health Relations, which includes a new category of pandemic emergency for the most significant and globally threatening health crisis. So basically, they're just saying that we off the table right now, but we coming back around 2025 earlier. So don't be fooled.
It's not good.
Tomorrow, Dr. Fauci is having a hearing, and I think Hunter Biden is having a trial. So when they talked about all that Trump stuff, they didn't tell you all the stuff that's going on in the backdrop. Matter of fact, what day is that? June 3rd. That number 3 again, Frank.
Uh-oh. The numbers, baby. The numbers.
Here you go right here. You can get it right there. I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but there you go. There you go, man. Fauci confesses he made up COVID rules, including 6 feet and social distancing. Right there for you. It's right there. Hey, man. Here you go. Right here.
And precisely why the days of the WHO look like they are finally coming to an end. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you stay sane in these insane times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, if you're a regular to this channel, then you'll know that I am absolutely passionate about gold. I love gold. And guess what? So do central banks. It's one of the chief reasons why the price of gold is skyrocketing. Do your own research. You'll quickly find out that central banks around the world have started to gobble up gold. That's why the price of gold is expected to continue to climb, because when all is said and done, more and more nations are turning back to the timeless value of gold and silver. So that's why we have as one of our wonderful friends and sponsors the amazing company Goldco, because they're patriots just like us who want to help you and guide you into how to get into precious metals completely tax-free and penalty-free. They're really amazing, and I simply could not possibly recommend a company more. In fact, if you click on that link below right now, you can get your very own absolutely free gold and silver kits, an amazing free resource that shows you step-by-step how to get into precious metals, even if your money is still in a retirement account like an IRA or 401k. And just to show you how awesome the patriots at Goldco are, the best part is you may actually already qualify to get up to $10,000 in free silver. I told you they're the best, so what are you waiting for? Get in on the action by clicking on that link below or going to turleytalkslikesgold.com and get your free gold and silver kit. Gang, it promises to be a life changer. We've got an amazing development with regard to the World Health Organization's planned pandemic treaty. Now, we've been covering this treaty for the last several weeks. If you've been following along with us, then you'll know it's being called the World Pandemic Agreement. Okay, it's the latest initiative that's coming out of the World Health Organization, or the WHO, and it's being touted by the officials pushing it as an effort to draw up rules around who does what in the event of another worldwide pandemic. But the major concern here involves what's called Article 13A in the Pandemic Treaty. And here's what the article states, quote, states parties recognize the WHO as the guiding and a coordinating authority of international public health response during public health emergency of international concern, and undertake to follow the WHO's recommendations in their international public health response. So obviously here the concern is that member nations that sign this treaty will end up more or less surrendering their national sovereignty in how best to respond to a pandemic. If, God forbid, another pandemic happened, it would now be the unelected bureaucrats over the WHO who would decide the rules and the protocols for dealing with the pandemic. Moreover, the treaty includes things like the right of the WHO to not only mandate vaccines and vaccine procedures, but also who can access all kinds of alternative antiviral drugs, as well as even mandate what can be publicly said, the information that can be allowed to be disseminated regarding the vaccines and the drugs. So this is...
All right, you got that? You heard it, right?
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, hell yeah, damn.
So, but yeah, right now, I'm home. So, as a matter of fact, let me do this because I forgot about it actually. Hold on a minute. So that's that. So I'm just saying that a lot of things going on that's not being talked about, man. You know what I'm saying, man? A lot of shit going on, dude.
By design.
It's all by design.
No,
also, they say
it's not being talked about because they don't want it to be talked about.
They say they got the bird flu coming out too.
Charmaine, salutes.
Fair use. Under copyright disclaimer. Under copyright disclaimer section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance made fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So that's that. Now I gotta play this one video. Here, I want you to hear this. It's very interesting.
Well, Haiti has a new interim prime minister, not one picked by the voters of Haiti, of course. No, one that has been selected by the Biden administration, of course. This all comes just after 2 missionaries from the United States were killed in Haiti. Of course, the Biden administration would love nothing more than to use that as a catalyst for the invasion of Haiti. So we have an interim prime minister picked by the Biden administration who used to work under Bill Clinton. And we have 2 missionaries now killed in Haiti. This justification for an invasion of Haiti. Of course, we would love nothing more than to go in there and take over that country. That is exactly where Dan Cohen's journalism has been focused over the last few years. Dan Cohen from Uncaptured Media has just released a brand new documentary on Haiti, which we'll get to here in a moment, but a lot of developing stories out of Haiti that we wanted to bring Dan on to talk about. Really one of the few journalists in the world covering this story. This is why we think it's so important to bring to you here on Redacted. Dan, great to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Always good to be with you, Clayton.
So we'll get to your documentary here in a moment. I know it's been something you and Kim Ives have been working on for many years, and a lot of work from independent journalism to go into this great piece. So we'll talk about that. But first, we got to talk about, obviously, what's been going on over the past few days. So first of all, let's talk about this new interim prime minister. I mentioned the Clinton connection here, but this is not somebody selected by the Haitian people.
Right. He's the prime minister in Haiti is always appointed by the president. However, Haiti does not have a president. Its last president, Jovenel Moise, was assassinated in what is still an unsolved mystery, though has basically fingerprints of the oligarchs in Haiti that are tied to the U.S. all over it. And there's not much interest in solving it in Washington, at least publicly. So that really speaks volumes. So in its place, the U.S. through CARICOM has cobbled together something called the Transitional Presidential Council, which is several political figures from the same old political class in Haiti that are in a sort of power sharing agreement, and they are all obliged to support this U.S.-backed invasion of Haiti. So they're all just acting as hood ornaments for the tanks coming in, figuratively speaking. So that is who appointed this new prime minister, Gary Coney, who's actually an old prime minister. He was the prime minister for 8 months, from 2011 to 2012, when basically Hillary Clinton was running the show. And just before that, he was Bill Clinton's bagman when Bill Clinton was the UN special envoy to Haiti in the aftermath of the earthquake. So he's basically just another puppet from the same political class, and the same political class that has made Haiti into what it is today is now claiming they have the solution, which is a foreign invasion supported by an unelected government.
So you talked about after the earthquake, he was given $13 billion, I believe, to distribute in Haiti to help the people of Haiti. What happened to that money?
Yeah, there was more than $13 billion raised, and all kinds of feel-good moments from the international community that were going to help Haiti in the aftermath of this horrific natural disaster. And in fact, the vast majority, in fact, 99% of that money just went to foreign NGOs. It just got washed right back into the coffers of NGOs here in Washington. So kind of like how Ukraine is a big money laundering scheme, the Haiti aid project in the aftermath of the earthquake was too. Only 1% of that $13+ billion went to the Haitian government. And there are entire books written about what a massive swindle this was.
Now we have these two missionaries also killed from the United States. What happened here, and how is the Biden administration, the rhetoric coming out of Washington, D.C., being used to justify sending in military assistance from the United States to help stabilize this country?
Yeah, so on May 23rd, there were two young American missionaries named David Lloyd III and Natalie Baker Lloyd. They were a young couple, and they were killed in a home, in the compound they live in. And it's still not absolutely 100% certain what happened. As best we can tell, and this is from accounts that have been given both by David Lloyd's father and by the owner of a local orphanage in this area of Canaan where these killings happened. There was an armed group called the Pier 6 gang that went and basically robbed them, tied them up, robbed them, just tried to clean out the place. They left, and David Lloyd was on his, this is according to the father, was on the phone with his father in the United States saying what had happened. And then another armed group came, and apparently they were under the impression that it was the same guys. So somebody, it seems, opened fire on that armed group, and the armed group that was outside returned fire. Now, that armed group turned out to be the local leader, a guy named Jeff, who is part of what's called the Vivre Ensemble coalition, and is generally speaks in quite anti-imperialist terms, and is not known to be some kind of killer. But I think what I understand is one of his men was shot, so he returned fire. So it was basically just a big, unfortunate and very sad mistake in which these two young missionaries were killed in a very horrific way. But the investigation, there hasn't been a real investigation done. That was immediately seized upon and exploited, particularly by Republican members of Congress, Josh Hawley, for example, who are saying, Biden is stalling on getting, paraphrasing, Biden is stalling on, this intervention into Haiti. We're just abandoning Haiti, and we need to be able to get police in there to do the job. So there's been some kind of holdup from Republican members of Congress to get full funding for the foreign invasion that the Biden administration is trying to organize into Haiti. And that tragic incident was exploited to try to push that through on the Republican side of the aisle.
Of course, two missionaries killed in Haiti, in a foreign country, and we need to send in military force. This past weekend in Chicago, 9 people were killed, 41 people injured, Memorial Day related gang violence and violence in the United States. But we need to send in troops into Haiti to stabilize that country. Maybe we should send them into Chicago. I don't know. I want to talk about your documentary. Of course, a big focus, and I think you've done amazing work here on your coverage over the past number of years in Haiti, which is there's the Western narrative that Jimmy Cherizier, aka Barbecue, and the reason he has that nickname is because his father would sell barbecue food on the streets, and he would sell
his mother.
All right. So Frank, a lot of things going on in the media not telling you.
And they're not talking about the Haitian situation or the fact that how Biden is ignoring that shit.
I wouldn't. They're ignoring it, but they ain't ignoring the resources though they want though.
Right.
So
because they ain't doing nothing to help them people over there.
Now this article today kind of concerned me, and I'm gonna tell you why this concerned me. I ain't trying to be in nobody's money or nobody's public affairs, but they said it's a record number of people who have 401k or 401k savers have more than 1 million in their accounts. You heard that? You
Yeah, I
heard
heard that. Yeah.
They say Fidelity got 23 million plan participants, but they say they got over the average balance of a 401k account is 1.58 million and 422,000 accounts of 2023 are higher than a year ago. Now that tell me these people that got their 401ks could be in for some type of economic crash, man. That's what it's telling me. Just saying, you got to watch that. Remember what happened in 2008? Just pay attention. I say, just pay attention, bro. Don't get too much involved, but you got to pay attention to what's going on right now because there's a lot of things that are going on. And people don't pay attention to what's going on, you'll be shitting in the bed. All right, Frank, here you go. Mexican protesting Israel assault on Rafah.
I'm out here at the Israeli embassy in Mexico City because I'm outraged by months and months of death and destruction and murder of the Palestinian people in Gaza. And my heart has been especially broken into a million pieces by what's happening in Rafah.
Porque el día de hoy es un día negro. Las últimas horas lo que pues, nos han traído es esta idea de que la barbarie puede llegar al mundo, de que no hay lugar seguro.
So there's a you know Israel got these embassies in a certain place where they was out there fighting and stuff like that too.
So, but so why would Mexicans care about that though? People in actual Mexico care about those embassies
because you got what you call the Creed people running stuff over there.
Right. Oh, true.
Yeah, them running.
Yeah, you know what? Charmaine is right. Something is gonna come already because even my little nephew got laid off from his job and he works at a dealership, man. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot of weird stuff going on.
You know, car dealership. We had a whole Honda dealership with the street closed like 2 years ago. People stashed their cars up there to sell, but the Honda dealership, they don't sell no Hondas right there no more.
There's a lot going on, man. This is not looking good, BJ. What you think, man? This is looking like this economy is. I could already see it. You know, I mean, come on, Red Lobster closing. the most randomest places that's been around for 60, 40, 60, 70, you know what I mean? Places like that been out for the longest time is actually just closing out of nowhere. And I think that's kind of strange. And it's multiple stores, multiple establishments. That's kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of weird.
I mean, let me say something. I got 2 clips to play, and then I'm gonna get random. We go into the clown show in a minute. We go into the Clown Chronicles in a minute. Don't worry about it. Oh, matter of fact, well, might have 3. Because this happened in New York City.
You motherfucker! You piece of shit! You scumbag! You fucking penguin!
Wow.
So basically, they've been having a lot of protests and stuff. You know how it goes.
So okay, this is that was actually in Gaza, right? Oh, that was in New York.
Yep.
You know what, man? I think some of this. I mean, maybe I don't know, not all, but you already know what I think, man. I think some of this might be a little bit. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying, BJ? Might be a little psyops, man. What you think, bro?
It's a lot of weird shit going on, but I'm telling you, this thing ain't looking good, man. Because some of this stuff, people been hurting behind some of this stuff because, hey, baby, you already know who behind a lot of this nonsense.
With the Creed people, or what?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to find this for you. Oh, I'll find it. Yeah, let me just go ahead and roll with it. This is one of the things I'm gonna play. I'm only spend like a minute on this.
Joey, just wondering, do you think people with trunk derangement syndrome know they have it?
You're an idiot.
And second question, did you steal Trump's haircut? Did you steal yours? Cultural appropriation haircut right there. She didn't like that too much. Joey Reid.
Hey, well, basically he just said Joe Reid. You say you don't like Donald Trump, but you got the Trump wig on, so it is what it is, That's what he basically told her. Hey, Frank. This is what I want to show you, Frank. Since it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
I
Pride
said
Month,
to
Frank.
Liberty Mutual.
You hear me?
Liberty,
Watch
liberty,
this.
liberty, liberty.
Watch this, Frank.
Probably the most common question that I'm asked as a professor at
bullshit
Hillsdale
going
is,
on.
what happened to my country? When they poll it.
Says the Muirsburg. A vehicle is caught on a security camera doing donuts, damaging a Pride mural on Central Avenue in St. Petersburg. Tire marks still visible on the street.
My reaction is disappointment, not surprise. I think anytime we're in a situation where we have public displays of pride, our authentic selves, people are going to have a reaction to it.
Dr. Byron Green Collish is president of St. Pete Pride. He feels someone targeted the mural. He says the mural is visual representation that everyone is welcomed here.
The mural is really a public love letter to the residents of St. Pete. Being able to collaborate with the city and other pride organizations here in the city really feels like love and home.
St. Pete police say over the past week, 2 different vehicles have left tire marks on the mural.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about one of these stories that I cover every once in a blue moon, because it seems as if this is something that happens quite a bit in these liberal cities that are dead set on.
Frank, I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. You know what's going on? You saw them doing that donuts, right?
Yep.
Okay. For doing them donuts in the street, they say you wrecked the pride mural. They charged the people who did it with a hate crime. That's what's going on.
Virtue signaling their wokeness in ways that, in my opinion, really don't make sense. Like, for example, when you put a pride display or a BLM display on a street, okay, like on the pavement, right? They create some crosswalk that has BLM symbol is on the pavement. People walk over it, people drive on it, and then they want to act shocked, Pikachu face, when somebody drives aggressively on the mural or the work of art that they put on the pavement. Again, it just makes no sense whatsoever. But here we are. You have the residents of St. Pete, Florida, boohoo, whining and crying, hate crime and bigotry, because some people decided to do donuts and to accelerate on the pride flag mural. Take a look.
Right now, police in St. Pete are working to find out who is responsible for damaging this right here. This is the Progressive Pride Street mural on Central Avenue. Both incidents were caught on camera. And 10 Tampa Bay's Miranda Parnell spoke to a leader from St. Pete Pride who says the LGBTQ community remains resilient in the face of hate.
Mural designed to represent love and inclusion.
Central Avenue has been the home of pride.
Damaged twice within 5 days as St. Pete gears up for the largest pride celebration in the state of Florida.
And we recognize that this is still a fight every single day. And it's moments like these that remind people that, yes, we live in a beautifully inclusive city, but everybody doesn't feel that way.
St. Pete police say a truck quickly accelerated through the intersection with a blue car just days later doing donuts in the same spot, both leaving tire marks on the mural meant to promote love. Reps from St. Pete Pride say acts like these are an example of why it's important to look at the rhetoric used when discussing the LGBTQ community.
How we talk about queer people in general leads to these small acts that escalate.
All of this happening days after the State Department issued a worldwide alert warning LGBTQ citizens of increased potential for violence against them.
Vandalism is
That's what I wanted to get to, Frank. They have put a worldwide thing about a global terrorism alert on the LGBTQ.
They're trying to do that with that. They're trying to do it with the creed people. Man. Whoever has the power, they're really pushing them hard right now.
Frank, wait a minute, Frank. Now remember this. Guess what? You said them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They one and the same. Are you insane? They one and the same, man.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, man, Wizard of Oz, man. You know who it is. Hey, look, man. You pull that head at. You know who behind the curtain. You call them the Creed people. I call them the JWSs. Mm-hmm. You know who behind the curtain. Ain't no big deal. Now here goes some other bullshit.
Deliver at AI speed with Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
Today is the start of Pride Month, a time to celebrate and advocate for the rights of the LGBTQ community. Along with the advocacy often comes opposition from groups who don't agree. Just recently, several drag queens backed out of the Wyndham Pride Festival in Maine due to threats. And today in Massachusetts, a different incident is hindering the community's celebration. Michael Rosenfield reports.
The community of Carlisle coming out on Friday to celebrate Pride, a festival to honor the LGBTQ community. But the event got off to a rough start when someone stole about 200 Pride flags that had been placed at the town rotary.
Very disrespectful.
The flags went up over the weekend and then they quickly vanished Sunday night leading into Monday.
It's hard to imagine anybody from Carlisle because really it's always been a very welcoming community. People are very supportive of one another.
Investigators say there have not been any recent anti-gay incidents in the area.
It's an unfortunate circumstance here in the Carlisle community. It's an inclusive community, and we want everybody to feel safe and welcomed here. So we're taking this very seriously.
Within hours of the flags being stolen, people came together to replace them. Organizers of the Pride event say turnout was larger than expected, perhaps as a show of support in the face of what happened.
The community response has been overwhelmingly one of love and acceptance, and people have come out in solidarity. I think it probably encouraged more people to come because that's not what our community is about.
That was Michael Rosenfield reporting. Now, there are a lot of people planning to celebrate Pride all over the state this month. For a list of events, text the word Pride to 828-6622 and we'll send a link right to your phone.
Crazy shit, ain't it, Frank?
It is crazy.
Who stole the flags, Frank? Who stole them flags, Frank?
You said who stole them flags?
Oh, up until the present. So sent stream that I did, proper blame is placed there. It's very easy, as I see a lot of men do online. They see what's happening with the DNC.
So listen to this. I want you to listen
and
to
then
how.
what they'll do is they'll turn around and they'll go black women, black women, black women, black women, right? But I am somebody who feel that is extremely important to not be fooled in that fashion, to just fix your mouth to say, oh, look at what the black women are doing. No, it's the DNC. It's the Democrats that are doing it. It's the Democrats that started utilizing this play after 2016 to shame you black men into voting Trump, into voting for Biden. But, you know, people like Sonny Houston, they have to take their scolding for participating in this willingly, right? So once again, when they're placing blame on someone, as I'm doing in this video, this isn't about scolding and wagging my finger at black women, but it is about giving a big middle finger to Sonny Houston. All right, that's what this is about. So let's get into it very quickly. And like I said, this isn't going to be long. We're going to wrap this up fairly soon.
To my point, which is they are seeing a drop in black voters for Biden, male black voters. Yes. And so they're getting out there and doing the work. What I think here is a messaging problem. We've talked about this over and over among black voters in polls. Like every other American, they're concerned with the economy. I think Roland Martin said it best. He's from the Black Star Network. He said, Republicans have always used bumper stickers. Democrats use white papers. We are now living in a social media age where they're not going to read white papers. We need memes. So it comes down to the messaging is not making
Can I
it
just
to the
say
people.
just very quickly, I know.
Look at this. I'm even going to blow it up for you guys so you can see. She was feeling herself such, wagging her finger at black men and mommying black men. She started bouncing. What was that called like back in the day? Was it like was the bankhead bounce or something like that? She started doing all this. Black men, y'all going to get out there and vote for Biden. Yes, you are black men because black women are going to make you do it. You think I'm joking? Let me pull it up on the screen for you right now. I'm even going to make it full size for you guys.
Damn,
I have a legal note. 83% of black registered voters identify as or lean Democratic. 81% of black men, 81% are in the Democratic Party. So I don't want to hear anymore that black men are voting for Trump. Black women.
Look at that. What is
Party.
it, bankhead bounce? What is she doing?
Black registered voters identify as or lean Democratic. 81% of black men, 81% are in the Democratic Party. So I don't want to hear anymore that black men are voting for Trump.
She said, I don't want to hear any more that black men are voting for
She
Trump.
Puerto Rican.
I don't want to hear.
But okay, let me say something real quick. Look,
voting for
why,
Trump.
you know what?
She
We're
was
the only
getting it
group
in.
that's
Well,
so
she did
fucked up as a people. We're the only group that. How come you don't have white women arguing with white men about what candidate they should or shouldn't vote for? Why don't you have that? Why didn't you have any other group? Why is we're the only group? But see, honestly, they use these media people. They use these.
Watch this.
They use these. Look, they use these politicians. They use these bullfoot preacher pastor.
I got all that.
You know what I mean? They use them.
I got all that because I want you to hear what she say. I want you to hear what she say. This is gonna make you drop your mic when you hear this one. Watch this. Watch why she say you gonna vote. Watch this. Listen closely, Frank. Watch this.
That bankhead bounce going. I don't want to hear anymore that black men are voting for Trump. I don't want to hear it. But listen to the disrespect, though. All jokes aside, she was hitting it, wasn't she? But all jokes aside, in all seriousness, listen to the disrespect. Listen to what she says and how she follows this up with. Okay, let's watch the bankhead bounce one more time.
Of black registered voters identify as or lean Democratic. 81% of black men, 81% are in the Democratic Party. So I don't want to hear anymore that black men are voting for Trump. Black women resoundingly will show up for Biden, and they're going to bring their sons, they're going to bring their grandsons, they're going to bring their husbands, and the black vote will turn out for President Biden.
Sonny, that's
Am I doing the most? Am I overthinking this?
You heard what she said, right? You heard what she said, right? She said black women will bring their sons, grandsons, husbands,
you know what?
etc.,
That lets you know.
etc. It's the power of the PUSSY. It's the power of the PUSSY.
Look. This lets you know that this ain't no conspiracy when we be talking about our women are. They be trying to put our women against us, dude. Like, you know, she just basically said it. That, you know, we as black, but she don't represent all black women, though. But I'm just saying that's not a good look.
She is a Puerto Rican.
I know she ain't even black, huh? And then look, this is a mixed company too. You know what I'm saying?
But you see, she got the little vanilla cream puff sitting up there talking, right? And she's sitting there talking, running her mouth first. Then she said, kind of remind me when Kamala Harris told Charlemagne, who you talking to? Joe Biden is the president, not Joe Manchin. And I'm Kamala Harris. And don't be funny with me, Charlemagne. Kind of remind me, that's how Sonny was wagging her finger. You know? Sister girl. These guys, hey, I got to give these women some credit, man. They're some good actors, man. You know, they're some good actors. I ain't here what it is, man. Ain't this Sonny House the same one that said that her son was going to some school and he was called the N-word or something like that?
Wow.
Ain't this same? I mean, it is the same Sonny House, right? I'm just asking you. It is, ain't it? I'm just, come on.
This is not a good look, man.
It ain't a good look, man. But hey, man, you know, Frank, when I heard her say that, I said, go, I got to play this because that is like, whoa. Hey, man, at least she honest with you. She telling the women what you gonna do. She said, get them man out there and vote. You know what I gotta get my money from Daddy Biden. She let you know what it is. Like, hey, look, man, don't hate on her. Don't hate the player, man. Hate the game. Or better yet, hate fame. Whatever you want to do is one way or the other. I gotta find this video, man. I don't know if I can find it, man. No, I gotta be in here, man. I happen to see it. Man, I sent this video to Dawson earlier, man. I gotta find this video, man. Shit. I'll tell you what I gotta do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me go in here and pull this video up. Me and Miss Dawson, we be tripping over this dumb stuff. Oh, Frank, I'm coming to Angel Reese too. She had concerts with Megan Thee Stallion. Oh. Here we go, Frank.
Megan Thee Stallion. You know what, dude? This shit is ridiculous, bro. I know Dawson think this shit is ridiculous too, bro. That's ridiculous, man. Rajon Green, salute the chat. Peace. I'll be right back. Hold
on. I mean, you know, man. Here's what it is, man. I ain't mad at him, man. Damn. Oh shit. I tell you what, man. It's not letting me put it up that way. I'm gonna play it on my phone, man. I got you, man. Watch this. Chris Q actually played the video before too, but I went back and found it, man. Somebody sent it to me actually. Didn't this girl say this, man?
So you ever chewed on gag reflex? You want to find out real quick?
Yes. Right now?
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm so serious.
Are you?
Come on. I'll be back.
Wait, we did it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Come out of here. You done fucked up.
So basically, the girl asked the guy, "You about a gag reflex?" And she was like, "You want to find out about my gag reflexes?" He's like, "Is there a bathroom in here?" Woo! Shit, boy, right on the spot. I think she had green hair too. Matter of fact, Frank, I think Hey, come on, man. This shit bad, man. All right, man. Can you hear me, Frank? You there? Frank. Yo. Frank.
What up?
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
All right, Frank. Oh, my bad, Frank. I ain't hear you, man. You went to the bathroom. Yeah, the girl said she had a gag reflex, man. And she asked the guys, "You want to find?" I played the video. The girl said she is she said she got a gag reflex, and she asked the guy, "Do you want to find out?" He said, "Yeah, where a bathroom at?" Yeah.
Wait, what?
You heard what I said, man.
Wow.
All right, now getting to the Clown Chronicles. Here go Angel Reese and Meg Thee Stallion. That's Angel Reese, female basketball player.
Damn.
What the fuck is going on in here, Frank? What the hell is going on in here?
Degeneracy.
Hey, man. Is he a WNBA basketball player? What's he doing, man? What the hell going on, Frank?
No, what's he doing? What does that got to do with basketball? Damn, dude.
Man, that's Angel Reese, boy. I told you she was about to stop making her name in the rap game. She's more than a WNBA basketball player these days. She was Megan Thee Stallion. Matter of fact, Glorilla came on stage and she was with Glorilla too. Oh yeah, Angel Reese living it up with the Chicago Sky. She was a 7th pick in the draft, and now she hanging out with Angel Reese. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion. My fault, man. My bad. Angel Reese is hanging out with Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Glorilla. Yeah, that's Angel Reese. And you saw what she was doing. She was twerking and petting Megan Thee Stallion on the ass.
Damn.
Ain't that crazy? Oh, man. She had a couple of days off from her basketball career, and she went to a Megan Thee Stallion concert in Chicago.
Wow.
So it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, man. They call her. Wait a minute. They call her the Bayou Bobby. Oh. Oh, you thought that was it, See, I'm just getting started, Frank. You know, oh, shit, Frank. I ain't done yet. Matter of fact, it looks like you're throwing a balloon ass on this one. Here you go, Frank. That's Glorilla.
Glorilla.
And Angel Reese is going to come out on stage with her.
Glorilla. That's bad.
Yeah, that's Glorilla. Oh, that dude look like a Twinkie, man. There go Angel Reese. There go Angel Reese, yo. There go Angel Reese with Glorilla. There you go. There you go, Frank. What do you think, Frank? Oh, shit, Angel Reese and Glorilla. Look at Angel Reese with them high heels on, or whatever the hell she got on. They bringing Baltimore, Maryland's finest. There she is. Angel Reese.
What do you think this got to do with basketball?
Come on, man. I don't know, man. Look like a circus clown to me. But yeah. Look like a circus clown. But you gotta understand, Angel Reese is made her name to fame. She got famous with the Kate and Clock scenario. And Angel Reese is bigger than life right now. She signed all them NIL deals, and she's making her way. I mean, she's doing her thing, man. You know, hey, man. I can't hate the player. I gotta hate the game because I know who controlling Angel Reese behind the scenes. So it don't bother me that much. But I know that she said in the interview she wanted young girls to look up to her. Right?
Damn. Horrible example, yo. Horrible example.
And Dawson,
damn,
Dawson, let me put this comment up here. Dawson says in thought culture. So, I mean, hey, man, you know, it is what it is. Also questionable that, you know, I know they talk about Michelle Obama, Michael Obama. Well, Michael Obama, Michael Robinson, mother died at the age of 86, which is 68 in reverse, which means, hey, man, it could have been a sacrifice, but, they talking about 1968, you know, right? 1968, the year when the Chicago riots came out. Pay attention. But come to think about it, since we're talking about Chicago, here go Angel Reese. In Chicago, who you play for? Chicago Sky. So Angel Reese is a basketball player / backup dancer, I guess. I don't know what she is. But that is Angel Reese and Glorilla. But yeah, yeah, look at Angel Reese up there. Yeah, Angel Reese.
What does this got to do with basketball, though?
Oh, they get down in that thing, ain't it, boy? Yeah, Glow.
What do you got to do with basketball? What the hell?
Man, they
My point.
big, yo.
My point. My point is with this, you know, this goes to show, you know, it's all intertwined. You could be a basketball player, you could be a so-called rapper, an Instagram model, whatever. All this is just it seems like any kind of black, so-called black woman, famous black woman always have to insert her, or she has to insert herself into the thought culture. You notice that? You notice that?
I'm gonna show you another one. Wait a minute, I ain't done yet. Let me kick the vibe off, man. Let me play with this. Let me play with this. Can I do some magic right quick, man? Can I do some magic right quick, man? I'm flowing right now, man. I'm running around and come on, man. Let me help you out. Here she is again. So I'm just showing you.
And I actually like this dress, the cutouts on the side, the zipper, the hoodie, and you know she got legs for days. She's serving femininity and major sex appeal. But baby, I know her feet was hurting in these shoes on this concrete floor, but we all have been there. The girls, we understand, but you still look cute, all right? With the low bun and the shades and a bold red lip. I can't see you, girl. Listen, I'm gonna put some links in this video of this exact dress.
She bringing sexy back, so they say. Hey, man, she bringing sexy back. I don't know what the hell going on here. You know what, man? Fuck it, man. I ain't got nothing to do, man. Look, hold on a minute. Let me put this out there, man. You know what, man? Because I got a couple more things I'm going to play, but anybody want to call in, man? Look, 571-450. I think Chak might be sleeping something, man. I've been waiting on Chak for a whole hour, man. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But, shit. What's that number again? Shit, I be forgetting this damn number sometimes, but damn self. What is it? Shit. 571-450. Oh, shit, that ain't it. My bad. 50773, man. Man, Chak, she out, man. Angel Reese getting down, ain't you, boy? She said, I'm a basketball player, but I also get to hang out with Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla. It is what it is, man. She said she was a Barbie. Don't forget.
Hey, man, what the hell? That's burnt,
man. That's some funny shit.
Angel Reese. That's burnt, man. That's so burnt, man.
Hey, look, man, they getting to play all roles. Basketball player, all that, man. She get to play multiple roles. Shoot, she might tell you to vote next time. Mm-hmm. Watch this. See, I'm gonna play a video for you, man. This kind of happened to me the other day, but not like that. It's just a little different.
And this is my perspective.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know, again, this is why these women cannot get men. They can't keep them. They are literally proven why men are like, forget it, throwing their hands up and saying, forget y'all. Like, this is why men are saying passport bros. This is why men are saying don't deal with the westernized woman. Because if this is going to be the mindset, who wants it? So I'm going to let this is another one of those, the bubble pop, the balloon pop thing, dating show or whatever. I don't even know where these shows are actually at, or like what channel or whatever hosts them. I actually would like to see an entire one, but women be rejecting men on the flimsiest reasons. And so without further ado, I'm just going to let y'all hear this foolishness. And they already roasting the wig and baby. Anyways.
Oh, shit.
For work.
Okay. Tony, I'm 28 and I'm in transportation. I drive trucks.
Okay, let's start over here. Why do we end up popping Tony's? That was kind of boring. It wasn't nothing like more.
Wait,
Just
what was
like I
boring?
just drive trucks.
I mean, you asked what I do. That's what I do.
What they do currently is okay because they're bosses. I like a boss stature. Not saying that you're
Okay,
not
so
a boss. Like I like
you a
to
gold
somebody who
digger, pretty
calls the
much.
shots.
You a
No.
gold digger.
I like somebody who can lead me because I call shots. I need somebody who can call my shots as well. What do you guys?
Which is why you and that wig is on a bubble popping show, beloved. Because if you were who you thought you were, first off, you would not be wearing a wig sitting on high, baby. I don't even wear wigs. I know you got to plug the front
Stop it, real
in
quick.
order
Stop
for
it.
the hairline to
Whoa,
look more natural.
whoa. Stop. She just spit some bars real
And
quick.
it's like, girl,
Just that right there. Just that part alone. That part alone. You wouldn't be if you really thought you was all that and shit, or thought you was a boss. You wouldn't be wearing a weave, dude. Why are you wearing that that right there goes with the self-esteem thing. And the security thing.
Chak, where you been, man?
Man, he came in at the
Chak, where
perfect
you been, man? I'm breaking down all this shit, man.
Uh-oh. Chak, what up, man?
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You missed a lot of stuff, man. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Man, it's a long story, man. I don't know. That's a long story, nigga. That's amazing. This shit happened to me. No, yeah, it's all right. It's something. Nah, it's something goofy, man. I done fuck around and try to switch my phones, right? And this switch phone, put a new SIM card in the new phone. Had to go online and register and shit, but got all that done. Putting the SIM card in the other phone, and this motherfucker then slipped in the damn phone. The damn SIM, I think it's stuck in the damn phone, yo. So I gotta probably wait till tomorrow and go get a new SIM.
All right, well.
But y'all can call me on the other number though, 972 number though.
Yeah, I did. Look. Well, let me put this out there. Number one, we talked about the last video we played was Angel Reese when she was on stage with Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla. We talked about Biden got this puppet in
Man, you gonna leave my girl Angel Reese alone, man. We gonna fight. Damn it.
Fuck this shit.
Look, she do. Hey, she got a nice body
right now. We talking about this woman right now that just told a man that he born for being a truck driver.
Oh, you should have. Man, I wish you'd have played the other one though. There was one chick. The dude was an accountant or something. Man, she told him when he came up, "You sound zesty." Then she was like, "Yeah, you sound zesty." He was like, "Yeah, I'm accountant, blah blah blah." And she said something else. What she say? You zesty? And then she was like, "Well, how much you annually make being an accountant?" He was like, "Excuse me, that ain't something I want to disclose and tell you." What? You know what I mean?
Damn,
crazy,
bro.
Hey, look at man.
Straight up.
Hey, look, man. I told you, I'm gonna say it on here. I tell you, the girl got mad at me. I told her I can't get to you till Sunday. I got shit to do. I told her I got events all weekend. She told me, if you can't get to me when I need you to get to me, you blocked. I said, well, block my number then. Shit, what the hell wrong with you? I don't care.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, look. And hey, look. And matter of fact, I even call you back to find out if I'm blocked. So, I want to see if you about what we talking about. So she might have did it. I don't know. But it don't matter to me because it's like, hey, look, what the hell is that? You mad about this? But
damn.
Yeah, I just told her I can't go to breakfast in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I told her, look, she was telling me, can we have breakfast? I mean, this shit was kind of out of pocket anyway. Like, yo, shit crazy, man. I mean, I think she was about 28, 30 years old. I don't know. She might be new with me. I don't know. But, it is what it is. Like I always say, man, shit funny to me. They make me laugh at the time with this crazy stuff. But we talked about the World Health Organization. We talked about people going homeless by the World Economic Forum. How the housing market is cheaper to rent than to own a house. We talked about the LGBTQ. Somebody stole their flags. Then we talked about that up there in St. Petersburg, Florida, when the dude drove the car with donuts in the road, that the LGBTQ said that they put a global issue out on terror, telling the LGBTQ are under attack, and they said that the person who drove the cars over there, they need to be charged with hate crime for putting donuts in the road. So there's a lot of things going on in there. Mexican protesting embassy, et cetera, et cetera. So we discussed quite a bit. So there was a lot. Oh yeah, and then Sonny Hopkins, she was on the View. She's saying that black men will vote for the Democratic Party because the black women are gonna take their grandsons, their husbands, their sons with them to the polls. So that was it. That's how she described it. Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Hey, look, hey, that's a straight up. Hey, they let us know. She letting us know, but she don't speak for all black women. But she's basically saying that black women are going against black men on stupid ass issues like who you gonna vote.
Be real nice about it. I'm be real nice about it.
I've ever heard in my life. What'd you say,
Frank? I'm gonna be real nice about it. Expect to see this year more booty to the pole commercials like last time. Remember that booty to the pole?
Yep.
Remember the women gonna talk about going on sex strikes if you don't vote Democrat. Remember they all
damn,
that.
Sex strike. Damn, you're not gonna give me some if I don't vote for you. See this. Look, Shaq. We're the only group of people that do this. We're the only group of people to be conditioned like this. We're the only group of people that they brainwash like this. Look, that they use other black. What you say?
The movie Chirac with Nick Cannon. They sold you the script then when they said, "Hey, if y'all don't stop killing each other in the streets of Chicago, we going on a sex strike." Now, how they let Spike Lee make some bullshit like that, man?
Stupid. Yeah, that was a dumbass. I heard that movie was really controversial. Really
they can use it for voting though.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy, man.
Wow.
A sex strike is something really, really serious about like killing and shooting. Something really serious like that. You motherfuckers talk about a sex strike.
Hey, look, baby.
Not taking it seriously.
Hey, look, baby, I might be trying to have a baby. I'm not trying to abort one. What you talking about, woman? What's going on here? She kind of crazy, right? Just saying, dude. She crazy, right? So yeah, it's all crazy. But hey, Shaq, yeah, you had a little thing going on there. So you know what? I'm gonna rewind it back for you just to help you out.
What they do currently, okay, for work. Okay.
Sony, I'm 28 and I'm in transportation. I drive trucks.
Okay, let's start over here. Why do we end up hopping Tony's?
Oh wow.
That was kind of boring. It wasn't nothing like more.
Wait, what was
I just drive trucks.
I mean, you asked what I do. That's what I do.
What they do currently is okay because they're bosses. I like a boss stature. Not saying that you're not a boss. I like somebody who calls the shots.
You'll go digger.
I like somebody who can lead me because I call shots. I need somebody who can call my shots as well. What do you guys?
Which is why you and that wig is on a bubble popping show, beloved. Because if you were who you thought you were, first off, you would not be wearing a wig sitting on high. Baby, I don't even wear wigs, and I know you got to pluck the front in order for the hairline to look more natural. And it's like, girl, so this man is not quite 30 yet. He's 28 and he drives trucks. This is an honorable Arlette Amuli. So I'm guessing that's the website. Anyway, I might check that out. But anyway, she pops this man bubble, and really it's a favor that she's done to him. And he calls it out. He's like, so you pretty much a gold digger then, right? Because when I tell you truck drivers be making bank, and especially if the more that you've driven, especially if you might be a owner operator of a truck, or if you may have even a small fleet of trucks, maybe 3 or something like that, that's a lot of money. If you are a truck driver that goes cross country, lots of money. If you are even a regional truck driver, that's money. You know how you can work for companies that say you can come home every night, or, you know what I'm saying, you're home more often than you are if you drive cross country. Things of that nature. So it's various levels of truck driving, but I don't know a truck driver that can't make a substantial amount of money if he knows, you know what I'm saying, where to get in, how to get in, and how to do, you know what I'm saying, and make the most of that profession. Because most of the truck drivers I know make 6 figures or close to, typically. So they certainly make more than the average worker. So baby, he make enough to get you a better wig. He make enough for that. Talking about it's boring. And this is what y'all are talking about. This is how you let go of a handsome, clean cut Black man. Look at this man. You see what I'm saying? A young lady would like to have this kind of man. He's not bummy. He's, you know what I'm saying, well presented. Okay. He has a well-paying profession. Seems like, I mean, on the outset, he seemed like a guy that you need to give a shot to. You need to stop and listen to what he got to say. You need to get this dude a shot. You see what I'm saying? A young lady would need to get this dude a shot. Okay? Ain't nothing ugly about him or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So this ain't no crazy looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he ain't got nothing going on. He's telling you, you asked what his profession was and he told you. And all of a sudden that wasn't good enough. Okay? And again, she does him a favor. Y'all are, she proved what we talk about. A lot of these women are not looking for good men. And notice I say good men, not nice men. A lot of these women are not looking for good men. They are not looking for stable men. They are not looking for men who have things together in their life. They are not looking for men who, and the reason that they're not looking for these men is because he doesn't have enough tomfoolery going on in his life for her to automatically come into the relationship acting out. So she's going to have to actually act right. She's going to have to actually show up as a reputable woman and a worthy woman, a woman worthy of commitments and so forth. And they don't like having to do that from the jump. They don't like having to do it at all. But definitely from the jump, they want that leeway to act a fool. And the way that they ensure that they can get that is if they get a guy that doesn't really have a whole lot going. That way she can talk down on him and she can tell him about all the ways in which he lacks.
You know what? I gotta agree with what she's saying.
But if they start out with a guy, and this is doing very well.
Yeah.
I gotta agree because I gotta agree because she's making perfect sense. Some of these women, it's the mentality. We're not talking about the women, we're talking about the mentality of women. That's what she's talking about, the mentality. Some of them say, like she just said, they say all these things they want in the man and a mate. You know, oh, a nice guy. I know more. There's no nice guys out there. What do you mean by nice guys? Good men. She just said men that they can control. Right? They don't want a man that's really about something, that's really got it going on, and because he's not going to put up with the shenanigans. She's not going to be able to get away. He's a guy that's stern and got structure, masculine, not this fake masculine. You know what I'm saying? You know, people portraying someone that's going to make her really rise to the occasion and be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Not look wise, mentality wise. It's got to be a mentality. It's not a costume. It's not a it's not a what's the name? A dress up party to be feminine or masculine. Just gotta be you. Huh?
BJ, you're such a dick. Like, yo, look, hold on, man. I said, look, man. Look, let me break it down, man. Let me break it down, man. See, I like that she said this because I just say, look, I got things I got to do, man. I can't be checking on you 24/7. I mean, if you ain't talking about something no more, I mean, it's one thing men and women got in common.
Oh, my bad. I want to see the chat, my bad.
It's sexual attraction. Right? If you sexually attracted, man. I don't, like I said, man, you ain't, they say you can't, I think in America, you can't marry number one person at one time. I mean, technically, you can only have sex with one woman at one time unless you have your threesome, but you still can only have sex with one at one time because somebody got to get off, somebody get out, right? But what I'm saying is, if you really think about it, that's why these nice, as a matter of fact, this is the only problem I have with the nice guy thing. It ain't, see, the women don't got really, these women, like that woman right there ain't gonna have nice guys. These guys could act nice to get the goods, and then probably about 2 months ago, the guy gonna get bored and he's gonna dip. Pretty much what's gonna happen. I can already tell you the script is running here. So some of them guys just say, I'll hang around long enough to do that. Me personally, I ain't even trying to hang around long enough. You might as well just cut to the chase, straight, no chaser. What's this really about? Because you can't be serious about the things you're saying. Because she's saying, you heard what that woman said, right? She said, I like bosses because I'm a boss and I need somebody, basically, that's going to boss me. What the hell you talking about? What do you mean like bosses? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Right? And then, she got into the thing about the wig and all that stuff. But she like, but she was right though. If you are who you think you is, you wouldn't be wearing that wig. She got a point with that too. So, a lot of things going on here. What do you think, Frank?
Man, I mean, I see other race. I've seen stuff like online, stuff like what other race women kind of doing. But I mean, honestly, dude, I think that's really that this type of stuff is really pushed on our women, man. It's just like brainwashing, like, and this is another form of division too. At the same time, you over here talking about, you over here talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's like she's right. That it's almost like that's a boring trait to her. You know what I'm saying? But what do I have to do as a profession have to do with you? That's my question. You see what I'm saying? And see, it's just a judging. You see what I'm saying? They're just prejudging and they pocket watching. You see what I'm saying? But if you're independent and you're such an independent female, why are you worried about his pocket? You see what I'm saying? And see, we're taught as people not to come together or put our money together. We're taught as people to be individual. You see, the men and the women. You see what I'm saying, BJ?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we wasn't like that, it wouldn't matter what the other person did. It wouldn't matter what the guy did. You see what I'm saying? If we really feel each other and we, end up together, we're gonna put our money together, right? You see how I don't know, BJ, what do you think? I think that's a breakdown right there. We're conditioned to be separate. You know what I mean?
Won't you hear this one?
Is that crochet? Anyways, here we go.
I think is this: when people are in a real healthy situation, you're in a good situation, right? Your spouse loves you, they treat you right. You may not be a multimillionaire, but you have a decent way of living. And then you see the outside world, and then you bite the apple. And once you bite the apple, out of nowhere, you're the disease in your house. And now you want to be a multimillionaire. Now you became stagnant. Now your spouse isn't doing enough. And now your relationship is hindering you. But if you never saw and compared your life to those whoever else that you're seeing, you would be happy.
Can I answer that with really one simple, and I'm not saying that I agree with this, but I think the response is, when you know better, you do better. And so I think that sometimes when the haze clears and when, the scales come off your eyes, you're like, oh shit, I've been out here fucking around for a long ass time. I need to be doing something more. I need to be doing X, Y, and Z. So again, these are not post-marriage, conversations. But I think that is like the very like easiest way to respond to that.
And my response to that response would be, no, because I've heard it, and sometimes, and I agree, but my response is, it's like, I understand when you want to do more, and if you know better, you do better, right? But we have to understand that more is greed sometimes. When you have something good, you don't need more. You can want more, you can desire more, but you don't need more. And 9 times out of 10, if more was really for you, you would have already been on that path. You would have already been on that journey. A lot of people lose everything chasing more, right? I'll give you a random example. A lot of people go to the casino, right? I was a heavy gambler at one point. It's not that I never lost. It's not that I never won. I actually won all the time. I hit every single time I went to the casino. The problem was I never stopped. So when I never stopped, by the end of the day, I was in the negatives. So that's how I feel like people look at life, and people look at, their life in comparison to. Exactly. I won every time, but I don't stop. So you end up losing it all. Because when you have enough, you never realize what's enough, because you're always thinking you can get more.
After you win, you end up putting it all in. Like
when you win, you keep playing, because the winning is if you get a little bit of a reward for doing something, you're gonna think there's more reward.
Give up.
I'm not telling people to give up.
Don't dream big. Don't strive for more.
No, I'm telling people
the person that you're with for your own feeling.
I'm telling people, understand when you have something good, and understand what you don't have might be for your benefit.
And I may not have paused it. I'm gonna mute it. Because that's all that we really needed to hear. You heard what she took away from that. He gave a perfect example of gambling. Gambling is exactly.
Yeah. So it's like Lloyd Banks had that album called The Hunger for More. And she wants more.
I mean, Chak, did you hear what I said? The breakdown. Look, we conditioned we're conditioned to be independent and single, and we're not conditioned to work together. You see what I'm saying? Like other groups, they are conditioned and brought up to work together and to put their money together and aggregate their money. You see what I'm saying? And to build up together. You see what I'm saying? While we are individually. You see what I'm saying? We're training all that individually. It seems like between the black man and the black woman, like it really seems like it's a competition, like some kind of contest, if you ask me.
Yeah, it seems like we competing against each other, and you're right. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we have to fix, man. I mean, we ain't gonna fix it like collectively, but if you can find somebody that's like-minded, like you, Frank, you know what I'm saying, a female that's like-minded, that's who you try to build with, man. Because
right.
And you build that unity, man, with that chick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're right. Family, man. It starts with family, then you move out to the community. I mean, to your city or your neighborhood or your community you live in. Then they go out to your city. Then they move out to, you know what I'm saying, your state or other neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying, or other people that you connect with. But now we got the internet. We can connect with people around, like you said, from different states, different blah 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 blah. That's what we should be using these tools and devices for, man. While we got them. You know what I'm saying? Like we connect. That's what we should be connecting on and building with people that's like-minded. These other knuckleheads that don't want to build to be, you know what I'm saying? Create that type of unity. Because like you said, when some people get here to the United States, get up to North America, they coming from, like you said, a background of having to work together to a certain extent. Not all of them, but the core value of the family, man, woman, child. So, I mean, it's something we got to get back to, man. We didn't allow.
Go ahead. I was going to
No,
say
I'm saying that's something we didn't allow this commercial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we didn't allow the commercial society to come in, and get inside our mental right? Like you said, talking about independent, and then no, we supposed to be codependent on each other, man. Codependence, man and woman and child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you
Makes
know,
sense. That makes a lot of
yeah,
sense. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
woman,
And,
child.
you know, that looks funny, man. But and then they use a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, Boulets and Deltas and all these people, you know what I'm saying? Eastern Star. They use all these people that are in these you know, in the limelight. That's for they're from a lot of these fraternities, a lot of these organizations to divide us. Look at the broad from the View, Sunny Hawson. She ain't even so-called black. Talking all that, we're gonna use, you know what I'm saying, have our sons, you know, and all this, and everybody come out and protest, you know what I'm saying, and vote for Biden. You doing all this for a stupid ass thing about who you gonna vote for, when for one, the president is selected, not elected, and for two, the president doesn't make that much fucking impact in the motherfucking society anyway. There's a Congress and the motherfucking Senate. I don't understand why. See, the propaganda that is pushing, that's being, you know what I'm saying, implemented in people's minds is crazy, man. And the fact that, you know, you could just go on YouTube or go any of these platforms, and information is free, and you can really research a lot of this shit. And people don't do that. People might as well, you know, rather use a lot of this stuff for entertainment factor and purposes. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just crazy to me, man. The propaganda, how people
Vanity,
still use, you know, and then you notice,
Frank,
Shaq, what you say?
vanity over what?
Over sanity. And you notice how they say
There
the
you go.
same little stupid lines, same stupid lines every 4 years. Oh, this election is going to impact. This election is the most important election ever. Now y'all say that every motherfucking 4 years, and we don't get the hint. We don't get the game that's being played on us. Why was the last election more important than the last election? And why is this election more important? It's just ridiculous. Really, it really is. It's just getting out of hand.
And the back of what you were saying about that, you're right. Your local listen to the word representatives supposed to go represent you, right? It's a chain of command. You elect your representatives, House, Senate, state representatives to go to represent you, your values, your cultural beliefs, and your values, and your political standpoints. They're supposed to represent you in this corporation, meaning they are the ones that's supposed to put agendas and demands and legislation and stuff in place, you know what I'm saying, for as document paperwork and submit it to the next chain of command that ultimately will get to the executive branch, which is the head of state, the president. So it's definitely levels to it, man. And we kind of behind on it. Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing about it, is too, it's like they push these you know, people like Sonny and all these people, these music personalities and these celebrities and these motherfucking guys, all these people, you know what I'm saying, other politicians push all these democratic shields and just democratic politicians on us, and even some of the Republicans, and they don't have no tangibles for us, and they just still push you to vote for them. It's just that beat up a part of the problem too, because they know a lot of people are stupid, and they know a lot of people are going to go along with that shit. Oh, well, you know, I'm supposed to just vote anyway because it's like it's a trend or something. You know what I mean? It's crazy because the real people that really know politics know that's not what the voting is not used for that. You see what I'm saying? That purpose, for that reason. It's used, you see what I'm saying, for you to get as a quick pro quo. You do something for me, I do something for you. And then the other way around. You see what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is, so basically you give these people, you know what I'm saying, your vote for free. And the crazy thing about it is you make these people rich too, though, because by you putting them back in the office, they get their office salary, and then they get their salary from these lobbyists and these you know what I'm saying, and these corporations, these bankers, and these special interest groups, right?
Hey, look, hey Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Oh, maybe you got the Hunter Biden.
Because actually I had Shaq on the line today. And actually he talked to him, which is actually even funnier. So I got let's pull this up. Let's pull this up since we we talked to him today. I'm not getting too much details about it. On this one because it's just pretty much cut and dry. But we had a nice, conversation. Let's put it like that. If they can pull up. Oh, here it is. Is it gonna pull up though? Now this thing acting slow.
Life is all about upgrades, and one of the best ways to upgrade your life is with a vehicle from CMA's Colonial Hyundai. Quality new.
Oh, this shit acting real wild now. No, man, get that off you.
To granted, we've all seen it. Every election, they mouth
this
platitudes
lady over
about racism,
here.
as of course just continually erode Black and Hispanic wealth. Well, the bad narrative, thankfully, is finally catching up with them.
We see a clear decline in support. At this point, Joe Biden's just getting 70% of the Black vote. 4 years ago at this point, he was at 81%. Look at that doubling of support for Donald Trump from 10% up to 21%. It's a huge alarm. It's spiraling. It could be deadly to Joe Biden's campaign.
That was actually one of my favorite sound bites of the week. It's an alarm spiraling Now, I think we should just end up for the Biden campaign as Uncool and the Gang. Their old appeals, they're all falling flat. But look, it's all they know how to do.
Let's talk about Trump's magnitude. Equality, inclusion are literally, and that's not kidding, the core strengths of America. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Donald Trump turn America into a place filled with anger and resentment and hate.
Says the man whose party is literally trying to send Trump to jail just to avoid having to debate his record to minorities and all voters.
Democratic messaging is full of that's why. And talk about cost of living, and we're going to help deal with this. And don't talk about guns.
Joining me now, Georgia voter Michaela Montgomery. She's the founder of Conservative Culture, also with me, AJ Brewer, Virginia business owner. All right, AJ, let's start with you. I know you were once a Democrat, but you heard the argument Biden's making. Trump is trying to divide America. Does that resonate with Black voters?
Well, unfortunately, it resonates with a few folks, but here lately, man, I've got to be honest with you, Laura, it has been a breath of fresh air speaking to some of my friends and some of the folks who come into Brewers Cafe every day about how much they are tired of the same old argument, the divisive politics, judging us by our skin tone and who we sleep with. We want to be judged by our merit, what we bring to the table. And to be honest with you, I think folks are tired of it, and you're seeing a lot of us speak up.
Now, Michaela, we all know what's happened to the value of a buck, as my mother used to say. It just doesn't go as far as it used to. Certainly doesn't go as far as it did back in 2019. But Biden decides he's going to go back to January 6th to try to make the case for 2024 to minority voters. It's perplexing, but I want you to listen.
Let me ask you, what do you think he would have done on January 6th if Black Americans had stormed it? Think about this. What do you think would have happened if Black Americans had stormed the Capitol?
Does that work, Michaela, with African-American voters who see what's happening in crime and the border and obviously the economy?
It's no secret that Black people as a collective know that January 6th would have been handled differently if it was us storming the Capitol. But the fact that Joe Biden can acknowledge that we would have been treated differently in the justice processes after June 6th, if it was us, who stormed the Capitol really highlights a deeper issue than just what happened at the Capitol. If the president of the United States knows that Black people are treated differently in the justice system, why are you not talking more about what you're going to do to fix that rather than talking about an isolated incident that, of course, you feel like everybody would agree with you on in regards to your policy?
Yo.
Well, the bottom line, I think, is when you look back to 2019, where consumer confidence was in the United States, it was pretty high. And AJ, that meant people felt like they just felt a little more confident. They could maybe make ends meet, maybe once in a while go on a long weekend vacation, feel good about where their kids were going to school. It wasn't perfect, but things were pretty much on the upswing. So are you better off 4 years ago? What do you say to President Trump about expanding his base and trying to move into urban America to just say, look, just listen to what I have to say. I'll bring back that feeling of things beginning to get better again.
Well, you know, that's my messaging. That's what I speak to my customer base at Brewers a lot about. I mean, it's more about what we can do for ourselves. It's more about how we can create jobs and how we can invest in our own communities, how we can get government out of the way, stop doing for us, stop being our parents. More importantly, if they're going to be parents, then, you do the right thing. But it always seems like they do the wrong thing. You know, I asked a good friend of mine, Laura, one time, what is Biden with? And we went over 5 things, and I blindly tested him on those subjects, and they were all Trump-aligned policies, or let's say conservative-aligned policies. And when I asked him, check this out, when I asked him, why Biden? Why him? And his response was, I think he cares more about us. And so I think they just appeal to our emotions at the end. They don't give us opportunity. They don't get out of our way, Laura. And really, it's kind of getting old. It really is. And I think here's the unfortunate part. Here's the really unfortunate part. As a conservative person who is Black, most of us are concerned and afraid to speak up. The mob will attack you. I mean, if you Google Brewers, you'll see what happened to us when we spoke out. When I spoke up on some issues.
Oh yeah, they tried to cancel you. Yeah, you ended up in the hospital, didn't you, AJ?
Well, look, you gave me an opportunity to thank my beautiful, gorgeous wife, Joy. She donated a kidney to me, Laura, last year. We reopened Brewers Cafe 3 months after that, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Good.
So no, we're doing good now.
I love it. I love that story. You decided you're not going to, you're not walking away. You're not limping away. You're going to fight to stay in business. Good for you. Michaela, one thing I really remember was what happened in Chicago or being moved into historically Black neighborhoods and sometimes in schools temporarily, other times in nearby fields where tents were set up. And I remember those comments from Black citizens saying, wait a second, what's going on here? Like, we're struggling here, and you're bringing this mess into the country. That seemed to be a tipping point for many, especially young Black Americans, that moment.
Yeah, I think collectively Black people are tired being put second. We're tired of being treated as second-class citizens. And we've been living in these neighborhoods for generations, and now you can bus in these folks who just got here, and you're now willing to provide them with resources that we have been begging for the past couple of decades. They're getting school, they're getting help buying houses, they're getting health care, they're getting resources to help them get a job. These are all things that can help people in those communities actually get out of those communities. Yet these resources were not offered to those people. They were offered to folks who got away with committing a crime and now are looking for asylum in a community in which we are persecuted for the smallest of crimes. So when you really look at how another group of people are being treated in our neighborhoods, you're looking at how we're getting attention in our neighborhoods, but it's not to help us. We're fed up with that. Like, second-class citizenship was done away with years ago, yet for whatever reason, we're allowing the current administration to treat us as such.
Yeah. Well,
Damn, that's a good point. That's a good point.
All American citizens are feeling like strangers in their own land right now, and we appreciate both of you and your perspectives here tonight. Thank you. All right, how far?
All right, let me break that down. All right, so Frank, I mean, I ain't gotta tell you. If Shaq know who it is, he talked to me. Believe it or not, I used to talk about sidebar conversations in business places, but Shaq, just to be cool, him and Miss Dawson, shout out to them. They gave him some information. I think on kidney research or something like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But Shaq and Frank, that's the guy. That's the guy that down here. I mean, I go to his shop. I told you about that. Remember, I told you about that, right? So
yeah, that's real.
Yeah. So that's that. But he did thank y'all for your support or whatever the other day. So he said, yeah. He said he sent me something. I said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, but he, I mean, it's kind of hard to talk to him because the shop open 7 days a week, Christmas, all that. I mean, he open every day, 365 a year. So, but he had sent me, the thing, told me that he was gonna be on Fox News, so that's pretty much it. So, yeah, interesting, right? I mean, Shaq, what do you think about that, Shaq? I mean, she brought it up. I didn't bring it up. She brought it up about the council culture thing. You heard it. She brought it up. Well, actually, he brought it up too. But you heard it.
She talking about council culture.
Well, she was talking about council culture, but the thing that happened with the business a couple years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, with your boy business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No,
well, he
man.
told you too, but she just basically we just playing. It's the same story, but what happened that day, I think they brought him and the woman on there because Biden went to Philadelphia that day with Elmo the clown, and he was, which is funny. He went to talk to black people in Philly with Elmo the clown and talked about January 6th and what would have happened on January 6th at the Capitol, and that more black people been hired. I mean, got jobs under me, and y'all doing better because of me and stuff. He was big ass conference with Biden was up there in Philadelphia. He couldn't even fill up a damn gym, but he's sitting there telling you about this crap. Yeah.
That's on them to keep, hey man. See, some of us just want to be part of anything, yo. Instead of something like we were saying earlier, Frank, there's something that's tangible, man. We passed just symbolic and sensationalizing,
So let's
words.
talk about the culture.
Right.
So
everybody else get tangible but us. But everybody else pushes for tangibles.
Right.
I want to bring up something about that council culture. I mean, as you know, well, Frank, I told you about it years ago about the Roe versus Wade thing when they tried to cancel the whole business, all that shit. Right? I told you about it, right? So, I mean, like he says, he's actually helped quite a few people here, but unfortunately, man, I was walking today, and I went to the river, and I fell asleep about 30 minutes. My nephew walked to the river. It was, I think, an Asian woman with her boyfriend or something. And they were talking about something. And she mentioned the word misogynist. She was like, that guy's a misogynist. I don't know what they're talking about, but these words get passed around like fucking goddamn, like that. And you got to be careful with these trick words because they start calling you things that you're not. See, this stuff is embedded in you through these institutions, man. Misogyny, homophobia, trans, all this fucking bullshit, man. Look, some people are for stuff and some people are against. It's as simple as that. Ain't nobody no phobic, ain't nobody nothing, man. Okay? So the phobia means you have a fear or strong dislike of something. Well, actually, phobia is supposed to mean you're fearful too. Or you don't like it, etc., etc. People had a right not to like things, and people had a right to like it. There's nothing you can change about that, but they want to change that. That's the issues here. So he made a statement, a post a couple years ago, and like he said, they tried to take him down. Business did close about 8 months. I couldn't go there every minute. I don't even live that close to the business, but like I said, I sometimes will, go by there maybe once, twice a week, maybe get me a bagel, maybe a tea. Once in a while, it might be a coffee, but I sometimes even bring my own turmeric tea bags or whatever. But he had waffles. He had a lot of stuff going on, man. I ain't gonna have to elaborate on it too much, but it just show you that you can always be put back to be set up for a comeback or something like that, because it shows you that you gotta just sometimes like this life, you just gotta persevere, man. Because these idiots will try to take you down. Like I told you, me, I just smile and laugh at you all the time. So I tell you, that probably don't fuck with me too much. But I mean, I had some people say some crazy, some nasty things about me too, but they're more personal issues, not on the business side too much. It's more personal. They make personal tax, but I say I don't get personal because I even take personal tax as business. I had a girlfriend I was dealing with. I told her, "Look, baby, personal. It's just business, man. This is how it is. Just let me know just the way that it's going. How I gotta deal with you."
You echoing?
Why?
Oh, that's part of my mic.
But so I don't take it personal when people launch insults at me, because hey, look, if you got a law of personal tax me, that means you can't battle me in the mental ring. That's what it means to me. So, it's what it is. But just wanted to show you that. Now, my last bit of commentary. Tomorrow, Hunter Biden goes on trial, and Dr. Fauci will be doing a hearing tomorrow about that. And actually, he's actually came out and admitted, Shaq, that the mask has never worked, the 6 feet social distancing. He just made it all up. So, it's what it is. That's how it goes, brother. Ding dong. Got you again. Oh, let me play this one other thing. Forgot about this one. I did forget this. Because I've been forgetting that, some things here. Like I say, so much going throughout the week, man. I just got to, catch back up with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Shaq, he said thank you for the information, man. So it's always good to have the information that you be providing. So don't think that the information don't get regurgitated,
Oh no, I'm just here to be a conduit, man. You know what I'm saying? Pass along what I see may be helpful to someone, may not be helpful, you know what I'm saying?
About
Huh?
Yeah.
You said what now? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's good. No, he has some good information himself, man. I think he should. He was talking about getting more involved in speaking and getting out information and stuff. I think he should have. Well, he got a business to run, so it's tough right now to have, like he said, political views when he running his business, because people they try to destroy your livelihood.
Let me say this. And where the business at?
He might have to go up on another alias. That's what he had to do. He had to create a social alias, and because I think he's well knowledge. I think coming from you laugh, but I'm serious, because coming from his Wall Street and financial advisory background, and then being an actual business owner for years and a family man. I mean, I think he should have great inputs to upcoming people and people that might be, within that realm too. That's just my opinion, point of view.
Yeah, that is good. I mean, yeah. I gotta show you this too. I gotta play I gotta play 3 more artists if I get out here before I forget. Let me hurry up and do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some quick commentary on these things, because California got wildfires, Texas got things. But look at this. We're gonna play this. I don't know where Frank went, but let's go ahead and play this. This is interesting.
The precious metals experts. Talk to one of their experts about diversifying your portfolio to help assure your future financial security. Find their contact information. James Kaufman, World News Report today, May 25th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, 78,000 cases of Fiji water have been recalled. Nearly 1.9 million bottles of water impacted by FDA recall. The Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, says a bottled water producer is recalling thousands of cases shipped nationwide due to multiple issues. The FDA announced on May 23rd that Natural Waters of VT Limited is voluntarily recalling more than 78,000 cases of Fiji natural artesian water due to manganese and 3 other bacterial genera. The water was sent to the state of Washington before distribution nationally to customers through online retailer Amazon.com, according to a company social media post on X. The water cases contain 24 bottles of water each. More details on the recall can be found below. Case UPC code 632565000043. Bottle UPC code 632565000012. Production dates November 11th, 2023, November 12th, 2023, November 13th, 2023, November 24th, 2023, and November 25th, 2023. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, reports manganese as a trace element that is needed in small amounts in our food and water. However, exposure to more than usual requirement of manganese can lead to actual brain damage. And that is per the CDC.
Hold on,
Not
man.
personally.
Did we hear that from somebody before?
Or I did. So they found high levels of manganese in the water.
Yep.
Wow. High levels of manganese. And what were it? In the United States of America? Or just they talking about around the world?
No, I think this is here, man. They be calling them Fiji water bottles, man.
Oh, the fee for the Fiji.
Yeah.
So he's saying there's high levels of manganese than it should be in there. And it's Fiji was pretty decent water though. I don't know, man. So I guess it must have been something must have happened over the last, like you said, course of whatever.
I got a question.
Sound like
Can I ask you another
I'm
question?
gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like. What you gonna say? Huh?
I'm gonna be dead on with you. I don't think it got nothing to do with Fiji. I think that's the one they want to get off. They want you to drink the other kind. I think it's somebody that made a pipe.
You are a very intelligent young man, sir. This is how the game go. Eliminate all possibilities in competition. You know what I'm saying? So we can promote what? And keep doing what? For what? You fill in the blank of those 3 questions. Huh?
You're right.
One of them is called the pharmaceutical. Other one is called healthcare/dev care. Other one is called what?
Idell Rich 123 says Dick Gregory spoke on manganese and its effects. Yes, he did.
Who was that?
This guy
Who was
in the
that?
chat.
Said that? That's somebody in chat?
Yeah, he said Dick Gregory spoke on manganese and its effects. I said, yes, he did.
That might be my guy. That might be my boy Isaiah.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I used to work with him. Yeah. What's up with it, man? Salute, dog. Thanks for tuning in to the show, man. We got some hey man, that dude there, man, is a wealth of knowledge too, man. He's very, very well studied, man.
Yeah, I seen him on IG. Yeah, I know who he is now. I just ain't know his name on here. Yep.
Yeah,
right.
salute, man.
Now, y'all ain't believe this. This was going on in Chicago. This is why Chicago about to go into war, man, with even Venezuela, man. Watch this.
And no bedroom there. So I'm 77 years old and it's very bad.
In the 5 hours that we were there, it moved maybe 20 feet.
A tense day on the near west side with hundreds standing in line to cast their vote in the Mexican presidential election. But it has been far from smooth sailing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie Bang.
And I'm Tamon Bradley. WGN's Brona Tumulty joins us now from outside the Mexican consulate with the latest. Brona, good evening.
Good evening, guys. The one word we heard over and over again today was disorganization. People were very frustrated and disappointed with the lack of coordination, the limited facilities, no bathrooms, no food.
Now, this is my only problem with this. This is a Mexican national election, but they voting on it in Chicago. What the fuck is going on? Yo, in Mexico, this is exactly in Mexico when they do it in Chicago.
I don't think you can do that. No, you can't do that. You can't.
No, they got a Mexican consulate there. She just told you they got a Mexican consulate there in Chicago.
Oh. But still, why would they still do it there though? Do they feel safe? Safer doing it over here or something? Because the motherfuckers in Mexico, they be doing some crazy shit like the cartels. They be burning motherfuckers in barrels and shit. They do all types of crazy shit. Shaq, huh? The motherfuckers.
Man, they just found a ship. Hey Frank, they just found a ship the other day, a cargo ship with $468 million of cocaine on that bitch. Shit.
Did they? Damn, I didn't. Was that on the news or what?
It was on the Gateway Pundit. I ain't hear it on the news station. I might see if it's on there.
That's crazy.
Food and no water. And this wasn't just an in and out process. We chatted with one woman who showed up at 8 a.m. this morning. She waited till 7 p.m. and she still didn't get a chance to vote.
Where's this lady from, man?
Chants of "We want to vote" echoing around the near west side today as a crowd gathered outside the Mexican consulate. It was a chance to vote in person for the first time amid an historic election in which the nation's first female president will be named. But many will remember this experience for the wrong reasons.
Obviously, not everybody's going to have the chance to vote.
Jorge Mujica tells us 1,500 ballots were available here to those who pre-registered, another 1,500 for those who hadn't. But the sheer number that showed up seemingly swelled far beyond that.
Mexico has the largest consular network. We have 52 consulates in the United States, but the Election Institute decided only to open 20 of them.
You look just like a white man.
that
I can
means,
tell between him and the regular white man.
states
That's crazy.
have come to this particular side.
They let you know
Neither Orlando,
they're the
neither
same people as
Miami's
the white man.
consulates were open, so people had to
Chak, you
travel
feel
to
me?
Atlanta, which was the nearest consulate.
One guy
You can't be indigenous looking like that. Check. You feel me?
Amongst those who made their way here, Paco and Aurora Camacho, very disappointed with the process.
Right.
How could you be indigenous looking white?
To stand it, no accommodations
Hey man,
for the
they
elderly.
pulled the trick on Houdini trick off on me.
And no bedroom there. So I'm 7 years old and it's very bad.
They gave up and left without voting after almost 6 hours. Inside the consulate, Eduardo Puga of the National Electoral Institute of Mexico spoke with us in Spanish, blaming the slowdown on people coming through and a limited number of voting machines. Someone who refused to give up, Carlos Arango.
Yeah, I have a chance to vote.
He was one of the last to have his say after standing here since 10 a.m.
A lot of people was here 8 in the morning, and some they couldn't vote.
That includes Rebecca Rodriguez, who has been pre-registered since October. And after standing 11 hours in the heat without basic necessities,
no food, no water, no bathroom, we stink.
she says she never got a chance to vote, and the doors were simply shut on her and everyone else.
It was the worst, to be honest. I think the INE is the one that is in charge of all this. They didn't do anything for us. We want to be part of that decisions because at the end, we are all Mexicans.
Now, history is likely to be made here. There are three candidates in the race. The top two are women. The frontrunner is Claudia Sheinbaum. She's the former mayor of Mexico City and part of the ruling party Morena. Her closest competitor is Xochitl Galvez, who is a senator and businesswoman. The third contender is a man, but he's actually quite far behind at the moment. The polls did close a couple of hours ago, so votes still coming in from all over the world, and we're told similar scenes have played out in other cities. Live on the near west side, Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
Want to go to the and no.
This video is sponsored by True Gold Report.
Crazy shit. Let me see. I got one more video. It happened in Atlanta. This happened in Atlanta. I found out about this morning.
The mayor of Atlanta declaring a
I found out this morning in Atlanta.
state of emergency following massive disruptions to the city caused by multiple water main breaks. ABC's Faith Abube is in Atlanta with an update on the boil water advisories. It is having a big impact there. Faith, good morning.
Yeah, it really is, Janae. Good morning to you. Much of the downtown area right now is still under a boil water advisory with little to no water in some places. And one of the most frustrating things for businesses and residents here is the idea that they have no clue at this point how long they'll have to remain under that state of emergency. Take a look at some of these images of the water main breaks, multiple water main breaks over the weekend that really triggered these issues. Officials were saying that they're waiting for a part to arrive in order to fix one of the main areas. In the meantime, though, they're handing out cases of water and setting up temporary places where people can use the bathroom. These main breaks have disrupted everything in parts of the downtown area this weekend, forcing many businesses and major city attractions to close. A Megan Thee Stallion concert was also canceled 2 nights in a row. And at some point yesterday, there were even local reports that one of the hospitals here had to temporarily reroute ambulance traffic to other locations. Now, city officials are apologizing, but they're also blaming aging infrastructure for the issues and say that they are working as quickly as they can to resolve these problems.
Yeah, so for 3 days in Atlanta, there's been a water main break. They can't fix the water. People's water been off. Now, bottled water, etc. Boil water advisory alert. It's been going on for 3 days now. Might be 4 now. I don't know. But yeah, what it is. And they said they need to replace what, Frank? The infrastructure. Which tell me this
boy build back better, build back more better bullshit, baby.
They always give you the end at the end, man. They slipped it right in there. Infrastructure. Got you again. Did they get you? How many days they say the water been messed up, Frank? 3 days.
Damn.
Got you again. And they said they had canceled a Megan Thee Stallion concert for 2 days. Chak, what do you think about this, man?
Down in Atlanta? Did I hear something about Megan Thee Stallion concert or something was canceled?
Yeah, they canceled it for 2 days in a row because the water been messed up for 2 days. The water main's been breaking. They say it's due to aging infrastructure.
I don't doubt it. I mean, it's funny that we talk about infrastructure up on an administration that was so adamant about infrastructure and used a lot of funding and money for foreign infrastructure and aid. Kind of how this go right back around to damn. What about us? Damn. So I don't know if it's the people in the city that need to get to get the financing and make the priority to update these pipes and plumbing systems and water systems and irrigation systems and electrical things, because I'm pretty sure if the plumbing is old, electric probably old too in these cities and these older towns and stuff. But it's funny you brought up Megan Thee Stallion because I'm watching another podcast while I'm on with y'all in the back. But Eminem dropped a little. He threw a little shot at Megan Thee Stallion's new song or something. What's going on with that? Yeah, you hear about that?
I ain't hear about it.
Yeah, I heard he threw a little dig, or took a little dig, small little dig at Megan Thee Stallion in his new song.
Clowns gonna be clowns, so it is what it is.
I mean, I'm not really feeling Eminem. I mean, I'm not an Eminem. He cool. He's a dope, like freestyler. You know what I'm saying? He's I mean, I give this credit where credit's due, but I'm not like one of them dudes that just be like, some black people put that dude on the pedestal.
Yeah, he got dope skills, but his content, his music content is not for me. He got dope skills and his techno patterns are dope, but it's his bars and his content is not for me. I don't.
Yeah, people be
No.
So I guess people are mad. They were saying, he was saying stuff. My bad. He was saying stuff about the black women, which was making. Oh man, people saying stuff like that. But I am the kind of dude that I'm not the kind of dude that's just gonna co-sign stuff like that. But at the same time, I mean, she a rapper, he a rapper. He made a little dig at her, But at the same time, I don't like when I'm not always one of them kind of dudes that just like, you know what I'm saying, like let people talk about our people. But at the same time, it's rap, it's hip hop, it's competitions, whatever. I don't like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't condone her music. So,
but I mean, I guess this is right on his pattern. People, his fans, they never really called him out on it, but he often take a lot of shots at women. So one's got to tell me, is this nigga a homo or something? Why he always taking digging shots at women and
right.
What's up with him, man? What's up with that? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I know that's been his stick now. His stick since he came in the game, because he came in talking, like I said, banging on his mama. I guess it's a white thing though. I guess that's the white culture. They just, but see, once again, they talk about us, talking about them, but they ain't nobody putting the clamps on these other people, these other cultures talking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let it slide. Ain't nobody, gotta let it slide.
Well,
niggas keep,
well,
y'all let it slide.
Let's put it this way. Let me see what day I can come on again, but it's all very entertaining. Sorry about what happened to your phone. Matter of fact, since you the one that had the
That
problem,
was real freaky, man, because I was trying to put the SIM card in the SIM card tray, and I was trying to slide it in a little slot in. I think it slid down up in the damn phone, came out the tray, man. So it's I don't know.
All right, well, do this what do. Since you the one that had the problem, go ahead and shout out the information first.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that tuned in tonight, man. I hit the like, subscribe button, man. Share out to the people, man, so we can get more people in the chat, man. So we can have more conversations, man. Get this content popping. But y'all can check me out, Shaq_Edwards on Instagram, and Shaq Edwards on Facebook. Yeah, that's where I be at, man. Dropping a couple videos, talking about stuff, man. Like I said, I'm thinking I'm gonna start back up, get ready to start back up the chemical annihilation, because I think I'm gonna talking about the chemical annihilation. Talk about this EMFs and this radio frequencies that and this 5G and radiation that they've been using as a weapon against us. So,
yep.
Tune in,
All right, Frank, what you got, Frank?
Yeah, man. Yeah, salute, man. Y'all can holler at me. You know what I mean, I just been working on a lot of beats lately, man. A lot of music, man. Trying to perfect this shit, man. This shit is a journey like a motherfucker, man. But I gotta start posting more on my shit and making more videos of my damn self. But yeah, y'all can check me on XX Frank Nitty XX YouTube, also on the Instagram, and then Frank Jones 8115. Yeah, you know what I mean. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean, and check out your boys' content platform. You know what I mean. Yeah, man. It's a little good video, man. We got to be on it. We got to avoid this pandering, this democratic black so-called pandering. We got to avoid all that. You know what I'm saying? We got to shut down this propaganda that these people on The View and all these motherfucking talk show personalities and these politicians and these pastors and these pork chop preachers and all are pushing. We got to shut that down, man. I think that's our job as the people. You see what I'm saying? Their job as the people in the light and the elitists is to lead us astray. You see what I'm saying? Get it? Lead us astray. Get it?
Well, wait. Let me see what I got to do, because I got a couple things I got to do this week. I got to think. Lady called me about a wedding today, but I got to see what's up. But nevertheless, it's all good. So with that being said, I'm gonna bounce out. Try maybe do one maybe tomorrow, Tuesday, something like that. I don't know. I gotta interview this teacher again from St. Louis. School's out, so she told me to give her a call, talk about the education system again, so I can get my notes ready. Because I always out when she's so I think East Chicago, East St. Louis and all that. So I gotta pull up the information on it. So I'll be researching that tomorrow. Jack, I probably get some we call it turmeric or whatever tomorrow. Stuff like that. But yeah, y'all keep up the good information on the health and wealth stuff. Health is wealth. Money, you can have all the money in the world, but you ain't got no health, you can be in the grave. So it is what it is, man. Keep talking about the chemical annihilation, cancer, whatever you want to talk to. Matter of fact, we still gotta do that show. We gotta talk about prostate cancer about 15 to 20 minutes on one of these shows. So just stay tuned. Take your time.